Just taking you for a walk now across the site that will be, in a few years, Universal UK. And I can tell you something, it is enormous. This is half the field. Everything you can see in the distance. I've just come from there. It's incredible the size of this place. And as I say, on the other side of these bushes is the same again. I can't see them using all of this land, but it's there for them to do so, I suppose. It's going to be an incredible site, an incredible location. I can't show you through the other side of the bushes because it's a bit thick. Then that hedge. There's a little stream running through it, tiny little brook. But the field on the other side is just as big as this side. I'm going to get to these fences now, and I'm sure the fences say no trespassing. But this is a public walkway. It's a public footpath. So I don't see how you can be trespassing when you're walking on a public footpath. But let's see what the sign says. Yeah, although they haven't closed the footpath off, they've put these fences up with a sign on that does say quite clearly, private property, no trespassing. But they've done so in a way where it's not quite blocking the footpath. So what it's meant to be doing, I'm not sure. We're going to cross this rickety old bridge, and hopefully there's not a troll underneath it who's going to attack us. But once again, we're confronted with a sign saying private property, no trespassing. And looking across this field here, you will see it is absolutely enormous. I don't think I've seen fields this big before. Not big flat fields that are dedicated to be one day being a theme park. Not just a theme park, potentially the UK's or even Europe's biggest and best theme park. How good would that be? Let's continue our walk. I've just had a drone following me across the field there. Where the pilot is, I don't know. But there was a drone overhead. It was definitely following me. I'm wondering whether it was fellow enthusiasts or YouTubers who's come here, put the drone overhead to have a look around. Now this footpath is very strange. I'll tell you about it. It's got us walking across fields, right across the middle of fields. And the only giveaway for it, for me, is the fences on the other side where we're walking towards. Wonder where that drone's gone now. Wonder where the operator is. I'll go and have a look just now. But this is the gate that crosses the railway line, which I can honestly say is still a footpath, despite them having signs up saying no trespassing. I had no intention of trespassing, just had every intention of following the public footpath and seeing what we can see in this massive field. It's incredible. What you've got to do when you get here is look, stop and listen. I mean, this proves to me it's a public footpath. Got a little gate on it there. In fact, there's people the other side. We won't see them just now. But obviously we'll have a good look down the railway line. Make sure there's nothing coming before crossing safely. get down there and speak to the people, see what they say. They'll probably think I'm the farmer or something, an angry farmer going to tell them off. But I'm not. I'm just walking up to the other side of the public footpath. And when you thought you'd seen some big fields, you go through a gap and come to even more big fields. It's just so expansive. The place is enormous. Don't know what they're going to do with it all. They're going to have some good rides here for sure. Only trouble is it's not for some years yet. But we'll have to be patient and stick with the theme parks we know and love at the minute. Keep going to them until we have an alternative right here in Bedford. Kempston Hardwick would be the little station that you go to get here. Oh, you get some funny looks off the people in the site there working, but I don't think it can be a much used walkway. This probably getting more and more popular nowadays. Now Universal's been on the news, but this is the walkway, the public footpath that you can walk down along the side of this Cemex factory or storage area and access the fields. Let's see. Yeah, experts in mortar. I think they're going to be busy. They're going to be so busy, them people. Through this gate. Open gate. I've never had to open it. Oh, I have. And back out to the main road. Not sure what the road's called, but there's a nice little lay-by down there. A sign here saying public footpath. And that's where we go. Through the public footpath. Mind you, nobody's used that for a long time, that one. I'm sure they must all use that other gate, the main gate that I've just been through. It's not too easy to get through that bit. Yeah, it's not very well trodden, this one. But it leads to the same place anyway. Back to the Cemex site. And when you get to the end of the footpath through the trees and by the Cemex factory, this is what you're greeted with. All that field. I know it looks pretty boring at the minute, but I anticipate by in fact in a year or two, this place will look a lot different. I imagine there being a lot of people working on this place in various different areas to make at least the UK's best theme park. Shouldn't be long now. What can I say? There's only so much green fields I can show you before it gets boring. But I assure you, it's not going to stay boring for much longer. I'm sure this place will be unrecognisable by 2030. Bit to say that saying. I used to come here when it was all fields. Stop, look, listen, beware of trains. Let's have a look. Nothing coming either way. Let's go. But when it comes to fields, and big fields like that, this is the biggest one here. It runs along the side of the railway. And just look at it. It must be a mile away down there. And half a mile that way. It looks to be about a mile and a half long. And probably 400 metres wide. But it's still massive. I am shocked at the size of it. I've no more comments than that. But it's incredible. And that's it for the field walk. We're about done today. But this is the, for some reason, this one's just mud. Doesn't seem to be any crop in here at all. So, don't know what's going on in this field. But I'll tell you something. That place, the cement factory, is going to be really busy. Assuming they're going to get the cement from there. Because it's got to be the most local place to the site for sure. That was the cement factory I was talking about. Look at these fields. Never in my life have I got so excited about some farmers' fields.